Hey guys, welcome back. It's Rowena and it's just me this week because Felicia and Mia are both in Australia. And today we're gonna talk about affordable dupes for some skincare products that we mention all the time that you guys ask about. And I said dupes because for a lot of products you can find exact or like very similar replicas, but some brands do have very unique formulas with special ingredients or special ways that they formulated the product or that they extracted the ingredient. So without further ado, today we're gonna talk about Tatcha's water cream, Glam Glow Super Mud, Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Toner, Sundae Riley Good Jeans, Drunk Elephant's Bee Hydra Intensive Hydration Gel, Drunk Elephant's Marula Oil, their C Firma Day Cream, as well as their Glycolic Night Cream. So let's get started with Tatcha! So if you watch our most recent skincare review, you guys know that this water cream is Felicia and my favorite of all time as of right now. So we wanted to see if there's any similar dupes or if there's any similar textured moisturizers that are just as like gel to water as the Tatcha is. So right here we have three. The second one we have is the Fab First Aid Beauty Coconut Gel, and we have the Make Prim, the Neutrogena Gel Cream. So how do these line up to this? So let's first talk a little bit about the water cream if you guys aren't too familiar with it. The really cool thing about this product is that when you apply it to your skin, you feel this burst of hydration from the cream. Like it goes on like a cream slash gel, and then the more you massage it into your skin, the more it just turns into water. It's like magic. Both Felicia and I were so blown away by the consistency and like the texture of this product and how it leaves a very nice, velvety, soft, supple finish on your skin. So the really unique thing about Tatcha's water cream is that it is formulated with their signature Hadase 3, which is fermented algae, green tea, as well as rice. So this is something that's very unique to them. They also have Japanese wild rose as well as Japanese leopard lily gold. So this is very hydrating, this is very moisturizing, and it has anti-aging and pore perfecting properties. This is really like a little magic in a bottle. The only thing is the price point. It is $68 for 1.7 ounce, so it is a little pricey. What we have next is the First Aid Beauty Coconut Water Cream. So the First Aid Beauty Coconut is an oil-free light water cream infused with coconut water that provides your skin with a burst of electrolyte rich moisture. This texture is similar in that it's like a gel to water type, very lightweight cream. The only thing I'd say about this is a little too lightweight for winter. So there are mixed reviews, but I would say this would be perfect for the humid, dry summers. But I think for now, this is a little too fast absorbent to the point where right after you apply it, it seems as if you didn't apply anything on your face. And this is something we actually tested for the whole Beauty Within team. 5 of us tried all of these, and everyone agreed that the coconut water cream absorbs too quickly and it's too light and it's not as hydrating as the other products. So this is $34 for 1.7 ounce, I believe. These are the same size. This is about half the price, but I wouldn't say this is a comparable dupe for this. So next, moving on, we're gonna go on to the Make Prim. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This is the Hydrate Me Micro Tension Cream. Most of the reviews online have said that this is like the perfect dupe for the water cream. I like it. I might even like it a little more than the water cream because it is $30 for almost 2.2 ounces. It's very, very rich and very, very hydrating. And I have dry and dehydrated skin and maybe even like a little combo, not as much in the wintertime, but this is perfect because they do have botanical oils as well as ceramides. Ceramides are something that your skin already naturally produces, and it helps form the skin's barrier and helps skin retain moisture, which makes it deeply nourishing and also helps create a very healthy glow. Personally, I love this. The Beauty Within team, not so much because this is too heavy for them. Right after they put it on their skin, 5 minutes later, you can still see a very visible spot of where it was applied. It just wasn't being absorbed into their skin. So I would say this is perfect for someone with dry skin or dehydrated skin. The only thing about this is the smell can be a little polarizing. Half of the team was like, oh my god, what is this smell? And then I'm just like, oh, I think it's okay. Because I know it works for my skin, I can overlook the smell. There's like lavender, olive, tea tree, thyme, which are all pretty earthy smelling ingredients. And moving on to the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream. So this is a lightweight, bouncy gel cream hybrid that absorbs into skin almost instantly on contact. So there's hyaluronic acid in this to hydrate, and there's glycerin to lock in the moisture. And this does feel more oily on contact, but it does absorb into your skin a lot quicker. So this is a holy grail for a lot of people, and I know this works very well. These three are the same size, and this being $20, I think it's a very good bargain. This has a good amount of silicone. It kind of just coats your skin, which I don't mind because I'm not sensitive or I'm not allergic to silicones. But one of our editors did try this on her skin and it turned red immediately, so maybe it might not be the best for the most sensitive skin. It goes without saying that for all of these products, it's best to patch test. Like if you guys can get a sample and then see how your skin reacts to it before fully putting it on your face, I think that's a very good thing to try. So conclusion. Our team still loves the Tatcha water cream the best compared to everything else. They like this the second, third, and then fourth. So personally, these two are my favorites. I would probably pick this one over the Tatcha water cream because it is half the price. So if you guys are interested in trying a dupe that has a similar texture to this water cream that bursts into water, this is something that's definitely worth trying. Next, we have Glam Glow Super Mud. Let's do a really quick review of muds / clay. So what clays are really good for is that they help absorb excess oils as well as impurities from your skin, and it also helps relieve your congested skin. So it's perfect for combo to oily skin. So what's unique about Glam Glow is that they have 4.4% of an AHA/BHA blend, which includes tartaric acid, lactic acid, salicylic acid, which is BHA, glycolic acid, as well as mandelic acid. There's also charcoal, which is really great for sucking out all of the impurities. And it's at the end of the day mostly just kaolin clay. So a really quick refresher of kaolin clay versus bentonite clay. Kaolin clay is fine grained with mild absorption properties, so it's good for dry to normal skin. And bentonite clay has stronger absorption properties, so it's better for oily skin. So on Reddit, a lot of people online do say that Glam Glow is overpriced, it's overrated at $59 for a 1.7 ounce little jar because it's mostly just made out of kaolin clay, which is what is in everything else that we're gonna talk about. What makes me the most excited about Glam Glow is the fact that you can see all the little impurities and all the oil spots from your skin when you're using this, and I find that so oddly satisfying. And it does help brighten your skin because there is that blend of AHAs and BHA. So for this charcoal mask, I'd say the texture and the color is very similar to the Glam Glow. It's like this dark charcoal gray color, and it does dry very similarly to the Glam Glow. The only thing is that it has apricot seed powder in here that gives you a second step of exfoliation. So this will be a physical exfoliant, and then the Glam Glow, because of the AHAs and the BHAs, will be a chemical exfoliant. So in the veeryyy, there's bentonite clay, kaolin clay, as well as activated charcoal, which is similar to the Glam Glow. The Glam Glow doesn't have bentonite, but this one does. It also has aloe, and there are also two types of antioxidant-rich seaweeds, so it is more hydrating than the Glam Glow. The rule of thumb is as soon as it dries, rinse it off, and you only need a thin layer for it to work its magic. So the thing I love about veeryyy is that as a brand in general, all of their products are very sensitive skin safe, which means it's very oily, dry, dehydrated, combo skin safe as well. From what I've tried personally, it's the most similar to the Glam Glow. There's also the L'Oreal clay mask that Felicia has tried. It has 3 different kinds of clays: kaolin, Montmorillonite, which is bentonite clay, Moroccan lava, as well as charcoal powder. Felicia says it dries exactly like the Glam Glow and that it can show you all of the impurities coming out of your pores. And it tightens and firms as it dries, which is very similar to the Glam Glow. The only thing is that there aren't any exfoliating acids in there, so it won't give you as much of a clarifying as this would be, but then it still does, for the most part, what the Glam Glow does. Then there is this Innisfree Pore Clearing Clay Mask that looks like this. A lot of people are saying they prefer the Innisfree over the Glam Glow because it's so much more affordable compared to what this is. I think the big jar of this is $14 for 3.38 ounce, and this is $59 for a 1.7. This is a cult favorite for good reasons. The volcanic ash in there is from Jeju Island, and they have like this special volcanic cluster that can help absorb oils and impurities 2 times faster. There's also kaolin and bentonite clay, as well as lactic acid, so it does also help you gently exfoliate your skin. But on the ingredients list, lactic acid is pretty far down, so I don't think there's too much of it, but I think there's enough to help with the clarifying effect. This one for sure doesn't dry the same as the former three. It still, to me, feels a little wet when I remove it after 10 minutes, but regardless, it doesn't give you that satisfying like pore effect that the rest do, but I still feel like it does help with clarifying, it does help with cleansing and minimizing pores. And the last one will be the Aztec clay that I haven't personally tried because I feel like my dry / dehydrated combo skin would just turn into legit the Sahara Desert if I did try it. But Felicia likes to say that both the Aztec clay as well as the Glam Glow mask are very intense masks. So the way that she describes it is that both of these masks are very good and they're very similar. The Aztec clay is like, you can think of it as nature's super mud, and Glam Glow is just like a fancier version of that with a blend of AHAs and BHAs, which makes it more unique. Aztec has its own naturally powerful ways to thoroughly draw impurities from the face that she's never experienced before prior to using it. So for her, quote, she says both are bang, but for the price tag, she go with the Aztec clay because for a big jug, it's very inexpensive compared to this. So for the clay masks, I think the Glam Glow is worth trying at least one time in your life. Let's say if you get a sample or if you can get the little pots, I think it'll be fun to try once in your life. But if you were to repurchase on a more regularly basis or use on a more regular base, there are different options that I feel does what it does, and you can use AHAs and BHAs in other steps of your skincare routine. So again, the most unique thing about this is there is a 4.4% of AHA and BHA blend, which I really feel like you can use exfoliating acids in your toner and your serums as well as maybe even your moisturizer if you need. So I don't think it's something that you need in here, but it is definitely worth trying. Next, we have the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Toner, which is my personal favorite, and I got one of our team members hooked on this. She just keeps walking next to my desk and like, and then she'll go back to work. So the most unique thing about this toner is that there's 3 different types of roses in here. There's rose fruit extract, there's rose water, and there's rose oil, and there's rose petals. So this is filled with roses, but across all of these toners, rose is the core ingredient, so they all help with dryness and even texture as well as your pores, like making it appear smaller. So our team's feedback while trying this toner was, wow, 100% perfect, absorbs so quickly, it makes my skin so soft and supple. And they did say something that really stuck with me. They're like, it feels like my skin but better. It's kind of like my lips but better, but it's like my skin but better. Let's see if it compares to the rest. So next up is the Mamond Rose Water Toner. This consistency is a little thicker. It's a little more like a water essence. And although it is lightweight and watery, it is not like skin as this one is. Personally, I actually really like this one. Next, we have the Honeybell, which has aloe, leaf juice, witch hazel, rosewood essential oil, and rose flower. Out of all of these, the ingredient list is the shortest. But the only thing I would say is that because there is rosewood extract, I think it has a very warm, citrusy, comforting smell, but some of our team members are like, no, it smells like something I can't get used to. So I think smells at the end of the day are very subjective, so you should try it out for yourself to see. This toner is the thinnest out of all of the toners that we have, and it also absorbs very quickly, which we think it's a good thing. Moving on to the Herbivore Rose Hibiscus Coconut Water Hydrating Facial Mist. For something that claims it's a hydrating face mist, I feel like it's not as hydrating as I thought it would be, especially compared to all of the other products that are here. So in here, there's coconut water, hibiscus flower, rose, and witch hazel, which is a very similar profile to the Honeybell. But I would say out of all of these, I think the Fresh Deep Hydration Toner is still number 1, and then it'd be in this order. And for our teammates, it will be like this. Next up, we have Sundae Riley Good Jeans, which is something that I just finished using, so we don't have it here with us. It's been a cult favorite, and for good reason. I love how it just instantly brightens and evens the texture of your skin. The first time I used it, I was like, dude, this is so crazy how instantly your face just feels so much brighter and so much after using it. And the texture of Sundae Riley, it's like this milky, a little iridescent, pearly cream. Can't really describe it. It's pretty cool. It is also slightly irritating because it does have a concentrated dosage of lactic acid. It can be more irritating than the other products we're going to talk about. So the first product we're going to compare it to is the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow. It's an AHA resurfacing night serum. So this one has about 14% of AHAs and BHAs, which I believe is a lot more than the Good Genes if it only has 5%. And this is almost half of the price. So a lot of people are saying this is a really, really great and awesome dupe for Good Genes. So the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow is a 3-in-1 night serum that resurfaces, hydrates, and clarifies dull skin while you are asleep with lactic acid, glycolic acid, citric acid, as well as fruit acids, and willow bark, which is a natural salicylic acid. There's also hyaluronic acid in there, which helps hydrate as it's helping with all of the exfoliation. There's also the veeryyy, which has 5% glycolic acid. And this to me, I feel like is probably the most sensitive out of all the other ones. So a few nights ago, I was testing these two side by side. One side of my face was the Pharmacy, one side of my face was the veeryyy. When I put on the veeryyy, it actually made my skin so much more brighter and smoother. But when I put on the Pharmacy, it was a little bit irritating to the point where you could visibly see redness, and it did feel prolonged tingling that should not be prolonged. So general rule of thumb, these exfoliating acids, when you apply them, they should tingle for a bit, but it shouldn't be prolonged tingling. So if it is prolonged tingling, you should probably wash it off. So the last one is the ordinary lactic acid. I believe there's a 10% as well as a 5%. So both of these are more watery in their texture, and it's less irritating compared to the Pharmacy and the Good Genes. So conclusion for these serums, I'd say the veeryyy and the ordinary would be something great to start off with if you're new to exfoliating acids and AHAs in general. And Pharmacy is for sure a great dupe for Good Genes. Next up is Drunk Elephant, the B-Hydra Intensive Hydration Gel, the La Roche-Posay Hyla B5, and the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid plus B5. So starting with Drunk Elephant, there is vitamin B5, which hydrates and helps to improve the skin's barrier function. There's pineapple ceramides, which help boost luminosity and improve the appearance of your skin's texture and tone. And there's also sodium hyaluronate, hydrates to help reduce the appearance of fine lines and promotes firmness. There's also watermelon rind, apple, and lentil complex, which provides hydration, improves moisture retention. In theory, this serum should be very, very hydrating. You should do a lot for your skin, but for me, it doesn't really do that as well as it sounds like it would. And if you guys have a similar experience, please let us know down below, or if this is very, very hydrating for you, or this works really well for you. Please let us know how you use it, because I feel like sometimes with these different types of products, there's different ways you can use it for different skin types. And I really want to love this product, but it's not as hydrating as I would like. That said, it is very quick absorbing. It does leave your skin feeling silky soft, and it is very smooth, and it's as if your skin just like slurps everything up right as soon as you apply it. Let's start with the La Roche-Posay Hyla B5 serum. This one has a mucousy like texture, but to me it's a lot more moisturizing and hydrating compared to the Drunk Elephant. And out of these three, this one is my favorite. I keep going back to this one, and I bought it pretty recently, and I'm almost halfway through the bottle. For the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid 2% and B5, this also has a similar thick texture as the Roche-Posay. The way that our teammates describe this is that it just absorbs as if you didn't apply anything to your skin, and it is more moisturizing to me than the B-Hydra. But if I had to rank these three, it would probably be like this. This is $30, this is $52, and this is $6.80. So with that in mind, I feel like if you want to see how your skin reacts to hyaluronic acid, this is definitely worth trying first, because you can tell for $6.80 if your skin reacts positively to hyaluronic acid, which for the most part it should. And the last full comparison we're gonna do is the Drunk Elephant Marula Oil and the Ordinary Marula Oil. We talked about this in a very recent video, and The conclusion after using it for a few more weeks is still the same. I feel like the Drunk Elephant Marula oil absorbs very, very quickly into your skin, and it doesn't really leave any oily residue compared to the ordinary. This does absorb into your skin a lot better compared to other oils, but if we're comparing these two, the Drunk Elephant one for sure is super quick absorbing in your skin, and it leaves my skin just feeling very soft and supple and hydrated if I were to use this at night and wake up in the morning. And sometimes even during the winter, I'll have to use this during the daytime because it's so cold and my face is so dry. So the reason why this baby is $72 and this is $9.90 is because they go through like a patented process of extracting this oil. So like we said in our previous video, if you want to try Marula oil, definitely start with this one, the ordinary at $9, like it's less than $10. And if your skin reacts well to it and you want to try something a little different that could be better for your skin, then it's worth investing your money into the Drunk Elephant Marula oil. And this does come in a smaller bottle as well as sample sizes. And because this video is already pretty long, I'm just gonna really quickly go through the next two. So for the Drunk Elephant C Firma Day Serum, I really liked this when I first using it, but now that I use it, it didn't have the same effect as it used to. So for me, something like this being $90, I'd much rather go for something like this, like the Oz Naturals with vitamin E, rosehip vitamin C20, and hyaluronic acid. To me, this serum, it's like very fluid, very liquidy. It works just as well. There's also the Clarins Freshly Juiced Vitamin Drop with pure vitamin E and centella extract. So this I've used before. It didn't really change my skin that drastically, so it wasn't really that memorable, but I also feel like I didn't try it for long enough. So for vitamin C, we're gonna create a specific video dedicated to what vitamin C is, the different types of vitamin C, what's L-ascorbic acid, and how vitamin C can be very temperamental and how it's very sensitive to the light and all that. So there will be an in-depth video comparing all of the vitamin C serums coming very soon. So that's this. And then for the TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum, so the main ingredient in here would be the Glycolic Night Serum. There's a 12% AHA and BHA blend. So for something like this, similar products would be the Pixie Overnight Gel Serum, the Caudalie Glycolic Peel, and the Polish Choice 8% AHA Gel Exfoliant with glycolic acid. And there's also this Crave Beauty Toner that has 5.25 glycolic acid. So looking at this, I know like toner and serum is very different, but I feel like the main purpose of this is to exfoliate your skin. Then you can definitely get that exfoliating benefit from other products or like from other steps of your skincare routine. Similarly with the day serum, we'll do a more in-depth review of the dupes for this in an upcoming video. I hope with this video you learned a little bit more about how you can almost always find something that, like a product that you like for a more affordable price. Whether it works as well as the original product, that's up for debate. But if you want to try out specific ingredients, if you want to try out specific products, there's always a way, as with everything in life and as with anything in skincare. So thank you guys again for joining us today. We'll see you in the next video.